Welcome to our demo. My name is Caroline. I'm a developer at Phase 2.
And my name is Chris. I'm a JavaScript aficionado.
And I'm Toby, a Director of Engineering here at Phase 2.
Today, we are going to demonstrate a personalized commerce journey across channels and touchpoints using Acquia Journey, a journey orchestration tool, Acquia Lift, a personalization tool, and Elastic Path Commerce, a headless, API-driven commerce tool, all integrated together. We've built a simple demo based on our DrupalCon booth experience from DrupalCon Seattle. Let's get started. So what we've got here is a simple example for a more nuanced, complex customer journey. Personalization is really most powerful when you build up an understanding of your customers' preferences over time. Information like most visited content, stay times, morning or evening visits, GeoIP. Since we don't have time for that kind of experience in a demo, we're using this simple form here as a proxy for that.
Now, what you're going to notice here is that as we fill out this form, we are going to be asked a few questions. Specifically, questions about color of a shirt that you prefer and digital magic that you're most interested in. When we're done with this form, we are going to promise to send you an email. And this isn't any old email. This is a special email. This is an email using the magic of Acquia Journey. This email is personalized and knowledgeable about you and is an integrated part of your customer journey. We are going to use a direct message link via Twitter in the email to further contact you on your customer journey with us.
So email is solid and reliable, but what about other touch points? What about social media and direct user-to-user interaction? Here, we invite the user to connect with us on Twitter with the promise of a discount code. We can add this to our toolkit of personalization. Using Journey, once that user sends us a direct message, we can send a personal automated direct message response. The power of Journey and Lift allow all these interactions to come from a centralized place. You can orchestrate all of your touch points and deliver a cohesive and consistent experience. So from the personalized Twitter direct message, we invite the user to click to a personalized page with T-Search based on previous preferences. This personalization here is not based on a one-time hard link. This has the ability to grow over time and adapt as we learn more about this user and as we enhance our personalization toolkit.
Now, something to notice about the content that's being shown on this page is that this is actually content from your Drupal website. So the integration between Journey, Lift, and Drupal is that your blocks, your nodes, your views can be dynamically presented to users based on their preferences and the journey that they've taken on your website. So it's still your content and still your Drupal site. Now, one thing to notice about the next step of this is that we are going to be walking through an e-commerce solution. Now, this is Elastic Path integrated into our Drupal site. So once the user chooses a t-shirt, they're brought seamlessly back to a checkout page that is, once again, powered by Elastic Path, but it still has the same look and feel as the demo brand of the rest of the Drupal site. This page displays product information, allows the user to choose a size, see a description, any reviews or questions that have been asked about the product. All you're seeing on the landing page is actually a React JavaScript embedded application. Elastic Path is a REST Level 3 based commerce API that organizations can form dynamic user interfaces with. Elastic Path can also be carried across different touchpoints like Alexa or mobile apps. So once again, this is a React application calling a third-party API that is all being informed by the user's decisions prior in their journey. It's a very familiar feeling checkout process. It's built on a series of progressively decoupled React apps like we meant. And what's great here is a user only ever has one consistent experience with our site, but it is actually progressively decoupled using multiple applications all wrapped in Drupal.
Elastic Path has an open source project called Reference Experiences. We were able to utilize the React components from Reference Experiences directly within Drupal, and it gave us a pattern so that we could easily consume the Commerce APIs through Cortex. The Reference Experience project also provides additional touchpoints beyond just the web and mobile, like Alexa, and shows how to integrate in user-generated content from indie and ratings and reviews from Power Reviews.
Here at Phase 2, we're really big fans of letting really good tools do their jobs well. We have allowed Drupal to do what it excels at, which is managing our content and presenting that in a beautiful way. We then leveraged the power of Elastic Path to handle the e-commerce side, giving us a full barrage of tools that are what you would expect in absolute top-shelf solutions for e-commerce.
After the user completes their e-commerce transaction, we're able to suggest additional content for them to read. And we're able to suggest a blog post that will be personalized to the user, since we know what things they're interested in from previous interactions with them. So now, let's take a quick peek behind the scenes with Acquia Journey and check out this demo's user journey orchestration roadmap. From the overview and our list of journeys, we'll explore the journey for this booth demo. A journey is comprised of several graphs which perform very discrete actions. You can think of graphs as a single function in a lot of ways. Think of this screen as a storyboard for our intended user journey. In this example, each graph is represented by an icon that gives us some hint as to what it does. In our example, the journey begins when a user fills out a form on a website. This graph can be anything from a typical website interaction to making a phone call or even filling out a paper contact form at a convention. Typically, every user journey will begin with some sort of listener graph that watches and waits for some sort of user interaction. As soon as the user submits the form, the user receives an email. The email can be custom tailored to the user in a variety of ways. When the user clicks on a link from the email, they are taken to Twitter. From there, the user sends a direct message to Phase 2, who quickly responds with a link back to the website, where they can purchase the t-shirt, which we suggested based on their previous interactions on the website and based on their known preferences. The user returns to the website and begins their Elastic Path e-commerce transaction using the coupon code that we gave them. The user chooses the t-shirt, then purchases the t-shirt and completes the transaction. Finally, after the user has purchased their suggested t-shirt, we suggest an additional blog post based on their interests as indicated by that first initial form the user filled out. Another important feature of this demo involved using Acquia Lift to show personalized content and to make suggestions to the user based on their known preferences. For this demo, we established a few market segments for things like favorite color and areas of interest a user might like to learn more about. When a user fills out the initial form, they are placed in two of several possible segments, and we can then begin to tailor content and suggested products that better align with that user's preferences. The segmented content can be managed directly in Drupal, so that your content editors can easily add or edit this personalized content. And there you have it, a complete user journey orchestrated by automated tools across multiple touchpoints.